Mediation's always like a very important topic to talk about in any divorce or domestic violence or custody case. Your first thought should be, is how do I resolve this amicably? It's better for everyone to resolve it amicably. No one benefits from going to a judge who is going to be not going to know you, not going to know your family, not going to know your kids, and is only going to have a brief moment of time to make a critical life decision for you. So it is 1,000 times in your best interest to resolve it through some kind of mediation method. And there are many different kinds of mediation methods. So when a case is very simple, usually the mediation is between the two professionals who represent the parties, or even going to one mediator person who can sit the parties down, go over what the issues are, and kind of give a path of what that looks like to kind of compromise and get the case done. When the case gets a little bit more complex, that solo mediator person isn't necessarily the best fit. And not to say that they don't or wouldn't be a good job. They're just not necessarily the best fit. And you need some level of professionals to deal with kind of what happens. And so, again, you could just have your professionals talk and hopefully settle the case if everyone's reasonable. You can then have and bring in your experts. So let's say both sides hire a forensic accountant to help them in their case and maybe work up a balance sheet or a cash flow. And then everybody sits down together. And then what I see most often is a retired judicial officer kind of acts as a settlements officer or a private judge. And they'll come in and everybody will have their professionals on one side and they'll act as a mediator because the issue is complex. And I see most cases resolve with complexity in that way, where they have their professionals, there's some level of working up the case. They go to a settlement officer, and that's kind of the difference to get the case done, get it resolved, and get it done amicably. And the benefit of doing that is multifold. One, you're saving a ton of fees by going to court. You are doing it through an amicable process where you're not another cog in the wheel in the superior court. And one of the biggest ones, if you don't settle and the other side is being unreasonable, you now have a real take from a judge about how this would present in court and what this looks like and how strong your case is. And you can make a better decision about how much money and time and energy you're going to be putting into fighting this into court or going back and trying to compromise or settle. And that is a huge factor in dealing with divorce. If you really understand how much time, energy, and money is going to go into this, you can make a much better and more informed decision if you're going to fight it or not.